Hello sunshines, welcome to BunniPhish Crafts. I'm your host Heather, known as BunniPhish on Instagram, YouTube, and Patreon. Today is Monday the 7th of March 2022 and this is episode 10 for the year. How are you? I am exhausted. This is me masking. Yay! It was just a long day. I feel like every Monday is a long day though. So I'm at the yarn shop. It is before class. My hair is doing what it's doing. I'm going to try to stop touching it. Let's look at, I'm so excited. I can't even talk to you about anything else. So let me show you this blanket. It's not finished, but it will be tonight. I'm so excited. Okay, so this is where I was yesterday when I rounded up the video. And that's how far I got yesterday. Can I get that all in the shot? Okay, so that was yesterday's progress. And then this morning before school, I did this much. And tonight at the yarn shop, I only have to do that much. I can do that in 2 hours, no problem. Even if my students have lots of questions, I can do that. I'm so excited. This blanket is gonna be finished tonight. Ah! I'm so excited. I'm sorry, that was probably really loud for your ears. I'm a little bit sorry. I'm sorry that it hurt your ears, but oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This blanket is gonna be finished. It's only been on the needles for forever. Did I tell you guys ever that the yarn that I'm using for the border is Manos del Uruguay Alegria? I can't remember if I did or not. I bought the border yarn and the sashing yarn special, so this is not a cheap blanket. I took 2.7 skeins of sashing yarn, and I think it's going to take 1.5 skeins of border yarn. Just under 1.5 skeins for the border. So yeah, this ball of yarn is currently 63 grams. So that's pretty exciting, because what I'm going to do with it is project number 2. I dropped a stitch. It's probably fine. Whatever. We'll make it work. I started working on the second mitt, and I was pretty sure I wasn't going to have enough of the blue that I had used in the first mitt. I'm using a... Hi, you might be new here. You don't know what I'm talking about. It's fine. It is always this random. This is a Sidewinder mitt, patterned by me, and I have the first one here somewhere. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Did I put it in the project bag with the other minis? Nope. Here's the bag of minis. Is it in? It is. It is in the bag with the minis. Okay. So here is the first one. And the yarn that I'm using for this is Little Bay Blue in a rainbow minis pack. But this blue is not part of the minis pack. Pretty sure I accidentally used the blue in a blanket because the minis pack fell open, and it was held with my other mini skeins. So I grabbed a blue to work into one of my blankets, and so I picked this blue out of my mini skeins, and I think it's really cute with the rainbow, but this is what I had left. And I have about 75% of a repeat to do. So at the change in the repeat, I started striping in yarn that's actually from Little Bay Blue, because I have this left over from a pair of colorwork socks that I made using a Little Bay Blue 10 gram mini skein pack. So yeah, I've just started striping that in, and once the other blue is gone, then I'll just work from the little bay blue nuggets, and luckily I have more of this when this little ball runs out, because I'm sure it will, because I am on the thumb gusset of the mitt. Oh, sorry, a text just came across and I was like, what are you talking about? It was my niece saying that someone got hit with a football. Their friend. My niece went home from school early this morning, and then their like BFF left shortly thereafter, and I was like, that seems suspicious. But my niece must have just woken up because she was sick and she was asleep when I got home in between work and yarn shop. But for a moment, I was worried that someone in my house had gotten hit in the head with a football. I mean, not that it's good for anybody, but yeah. Okay, so that's the mitt. The yarn from my blanket, the one that I'm using right now, I am planning to stripe with the leftovers from the fingerless mitt, including some of this little bay blue, to make a pair of scrappy socks for myself. Rainbow stripy scrappy socks. I'm super excited. I'm trying to decide if I want to do the stripes just on the legs or if I want it to go down all the way. I have 7 grams left of the purple, which means I'm going to have less left over from the other colors because because I did increases in the other colors. So I don't know. I haven't decided. I could do really cute Scraposaurus socks with gray and the rainbow colors. I don't know. I haven't decided. I have been working on, I'm only going to show you this really quick because I showed it to you yesterday. I did about 1 inch on my nephew's sock, and here it is in tube form because I just took a picture of it for my weekly photo. But I will tell you that this ball of yarn is a mess and is also only 20 grams. So I'm closing in toward the finish line of this sock, which is super exciting. Maybe I could finish the sock this week and then maybe the mitt next week. That would be really, really cool. I have decided to cast something new on today, other than my mystery project, which I'm not going to tell you about. Do you follow Amanda Bug Crafts? She's fantastic, and she's doing a mystery, no, not a mystery, a crochet along this month. It starts today, the 7th, and runs through the end of the month, and it is for a cowl that is called the Skyshard Mosaic crochet cowl. It is so cool. It's so cool, and I want to make one. So this is not like, I was looking through at first I was going to buy yarn for it, and then I was like, I have to have stuff in my stash that would work for this. And then I saw some Zauberball in my stash, and I was like, oh, that would be really cool. Let me see if I have any singles, because it's a single yarn. Let me see if I have any singles that would go with it for the contrast color. I didn't. So then I was looking at the singles, and I looked at the yardage requirements for the cowl, and this is going to be my main color, no, contrast color, and this is going to be my main color. I'm so excited, and this is really cool because it fits into my my goals to make a cowl using singles yarn all of the scraps of that because I had a bunch, and I don't really love singles in most things. But in cowls, there's not a lot of friction. So I do like singles in cowls. And I was planning on making finishing two cowls this year because I started one last year. So I do still plan to finish that one. But now I'm going to crochet one. How cool is that? So cool. So cool. I feel very cool. And very excited to be using this yarn for it. I feel a little cheeky because I'm going to give this cowl to my friend Josh because it's super graphic, and while he can crochet, he doesn't very often, and I think that this is going to be like perfect. It's cheeky because I think all of the yarns are his leftovers that he gave me. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so cute. I am so excited for it. So excited for it. Okay, I'm going to go get to work on some things, and I will check in with you later this week. Also, I almost forgot to show you. I bought something. Yes, I'm stashing down. And I feel like I've been doing a pretty good job of that, even though I only have 2 skeins out of my stash. I have plans for a lot of them, and I think by the end of April I will have made a kind of decent dent. So I saw this color from Fiber Nymph Dye Works. It's Lisa's anniversary color, and I loved it, and I got it on 2 different bases because there wasn't really anything else in the shop that I was like, oh, I need that. But 2 skeins got free shipping, so yeah, I'm super excited. And it came with like 2 mini skeins each free, so how could I resist? And I got the sport weight and the worsted. I'm gonna use the worsted for, I think, some really cute mittens. I feel like I'm gonna do socks for the kids this year, but I also kind of feel like this might be year of the mittens. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking for the worsted. And then I would like some more sport weight socks. I have 1 pair for myself. No, I don't even have a sport weight pair. I have a worsted weight pair. So I would like a pair of sport weight socks for myself. And I'm thinking that I will probably have enough to make a single sport weight sock for Patrick. So I'm so excited, and I am not feeling bad about purchasing yarn. It is okay. I've been using up lots of scraps, and I've used up 2 skeins from my stash, even though they were only 50-gram skeins. Whatever. It's fine. I'll get there. Hey sunshines, it is Saturday and it is after hours at the store. Have I talked to you since Monday? I feel like probably not. Though I have taken some video clips of things throughout the week. I will put those at the end unless they are pertinent to what I'm saying right now. Oh, it has been an okay week. I am so very tired. I know some of that is because we are going on a trip in April and I am like, I need to get all the stuff ready. Like my brain, my anxiety wants me to like start packing the car now, and I'm like, lady, we got some time. Calm down. And my brain is like, no, we don't have any time. So yeah, that's where my brain is at right now. But I'm doing okay. My kiddos are doing okay. Patrick's doing okay. It just seems very stressful right now for some reason. Not sure why. Not sure what that's about. But I finished my blanket. It's all done. It is so beauteous. And I will put in a picture here so you can see the whole thing. Isn't it lovely? Let's see, I wrote down some information about it. It has 320 squares and it's 59 inches by 93 inches. So it's pretty big. I'm pretty excited about it. It's like perfect me-sized, very cozy and cuddly. And I blocked it this morning because I was coming to the yarn shop. That meant I could lay it out and no animals or children would mess with it. So yeah, I'm excited. If you know what that means a prize for 2022 Year of the Blankets. So I will put in right here on the screen the winner of a prize that we will discuss once you email me at BunniPhishRaffle@gmail.com. That'll be written down below, and also it should have gone across the screen, but my email address will be there. And yay, the winner, and yay, me finishing this blanket. I finished it Monday night at class. I like Kitchenered and everything at class, finished it off. Was very, very excited. Other than that, where did I put you? My crafting is, I've been crafting a lot this week, but it's on a secret project that I can't show you. However, there will be a premiere for this project next Sunday, the 20th of March at 10 a.m. on the channel, and it's going to be part of the Yarny YouTube hop here, the Spring Yarny YouTube hop. On YouTube, there are, last I heard, 13 of us participating. So on that video, everybody's channels will be linked below. The idea is that on the spring equinox, there will be a whole bunch of videos coming out at 10 a.m. the podcasters' time, and it'll just give people a lot of content to watch where we work on seasonal projects. So whatever that means to the podcaster, and it can be any sort of craft. I'll give you a little hint. This one, this is it. This is mine. I am hoping to finish it tonight. So yeah, so this is mine that I'm working on. But if you want to see the whole thing, you have to come back next Sunday. That should be super, super exciting. But this project is what took the most of my time, because I had a kind of hard time finalizing what project I wanted to work on. So of course I left it till last minute. And now I'm working on it. I did work on a couple other things though. So my nephew's unicorn tube sock, I finished knitting that ball of yarn. The main Berroco sock for the tube, I I finished that in class on Friday, and then I left the project at school. I also worked on my niece's mitts and got the second mitt, to nearly the halfway point. I think I'm like 4 rounds shy of the halfway point. I also left that at school. So I won't be able to show you those today or tomorrow. I mean, I theoretically could run up to the school and grab them, but I don't need them except to show you. So you'll just have to trust me that, I mean, you saw the sock already, but you'll just have to trust me on the mitt, and I'll talk about it next week. The other thing that I worked on, which is not very impressive, but I'm really excited for it when it gets there. This is the beginning of a Skyshard cowl, which is a pattern by Mandobug Crafts. It's free. It's so cool. It's free for the duration of the cowl, which is through the end of the month, and it is Mosaic, the Skyshard Mosaic crochet cowl, I think is what it's called. I will link it below straight to her blog, but blog, but you can also get it on Ravelry if you prefer to do it that way. It's really, really, really cool. I'm super excited for it, and yeah, I just haven't gotten very far with it at all, but that's okay. I'll get there. So that's like all the crafting. But look at my cute hoodie. Isn't it so cute? It does not have pockets. It just has a hood, no pockets. But look how cute it is. My yarn shop right behind you, where you can't see it, is a trunk show of shirts and bags and hoodies from one of my coworkers. She has what is the business called? Knits in the Michigan Woods, Knits from Michigan Woods, one of those. And so it's so cute with this little logo. I'm obsessed with it. I bought a hoodie and I bought myself a sticker, and I might buy myself a bag, but I don't know that I need another project bag. So yeah, so I bought that for myself, which is really, really exciting. And this is my only knitting or crochet related article of clothing. So yeah, basically this hoodie is my new Saturday uniform because it's knitting related. I keep thinking I should get more knitting related shirts and then not doing it, but maybe I will in the near to mid future. I also bought myself this sock set. I have been looking at it for a while. Look how pretty it is. I think we got these at the beginning of the year, and I've just been looking at it and looking at it and looking at it. And then last week, the yarn shop owner was like, oh yeah, blah, 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 here's a discount on it. And I was like, oh, okay. So I'm so excited for it. I doubt these will be socks for me, or maybe, I mean, what's probably going to happen is that I will make matching-ish socks for me and a friend, and that friend knows who she is because I'm sure she saw this and was like, oh yeah, So that's probably coming very soon. I'm not going to beat myself up for buying yarn, because even though I am trying to work down my stash and have less, and now I've bought, 3 sock sets or 3 yarn sets in the past week. I've also used up 2, 3, 4, I've used up like 10 skeins of yarn so far this year. They just, yeah. So that's pretty good. They are not all fingering weight yarn though, which is like the ultimate goal. I've only completely used up 4 skeins of sock yarn, and 2 of those were not previously stashed before 2022, but it's okay. I have plans for more other things, and y'all, I finished a blanket, so I think I get a prize for that. So that's 2 blankets so far this year, so that's pretty good. And this secret project that I'm working on right now is a yarn eater, so that's pretty exciting. And do you hear me justifying to myself that it's okay to buy yarn? It's okay to buy yarn. I don't have to justify it, it's fine. And I feel like now that some of my, well, now that I have 2 blankets off the needles, I'm giving myself grace. Did I talk about this already? So I'm no longer pushing to finish my friend's blanket this month. I'm just not. I know I'm not going to, so I'm not pushing myself. I'm just going to casually work on it. Honestly, I think I'm a little bit burned out on mitered squares, so I'm still going to try to do, I have not been doing 1 a day, but I think I'm going to try to get back into the habit of doing 1 mitered square a day. And then I think I'm going to shoot for an end date of June for that blanket. I think that'll be good. I don't need it finished in any amount of time. I didn't promise her that I would have it to her in any amount of time. When she asked for it, I said, okay, but you know, it's going to take like 5 years. And I'm somewhere around the 5-year mark now. So, you know, I was honest. She'll get it when she gets it, and she is not going to be mad that it wasn't on her birthday or whatever. That was an arbitrary goal, and it's fine. I am still going to try to finish my boyfriend's blanket by his birthday next month, but that'll be really, like, his is really easy. So I think that'll be completely doable. I just need to, I need to let myself feel like the joy of working on a bunch of scrappy blankets now, instead of like pushing to finish a specific blanket. That's where I'm at with blankets. I only have one other thing to talk about, and that is the book that I am reading. So I'm reading Midnight by Sister Solja. I started it, did I start it this week or did I start it last week? I think I started it last week, and I am halfway through. So I'm still really enjoying the character. Midnight is really, really interesting, and apparently I'm going to start saying really, really again talking about books. What is that, self? Get yourself together. So what do I want to say about this book? I'm enjoying the read immensely. There is violence, there is racism in the book, but the story is really good, and I'm enjoying this a lot more than The Coldest Winter Ever, because I enjoy reading about midnight more than I enjoyed reading about winter. So yeah, that is pretty much all for this week, except tomorrow we are going to the movies. We are going to go see Batman, and I anticipate working on my best friend's blanket. I'm going to, even though I'm nowhere near ready to start bordering the whole thing, I can pick up stitches for one border on the side, so I'm going to do that. And I think I'm also going to start a hat project. Probably gonna do, even though I don't love knitting boring things, it's not nice to say boring. It's not nice to say that the sockhead hat is a boring knit. Some people love stockinette and they're around forever. I think it's boring, but I think that it will serve my current knitting needs greatly, and that's what Patrick wants for one of his brothers. So I think I'm going to cast that on tonight also, so that I can take that to the movies too, because I could do 2x2 rib in the dark, no problem. And the border on my best friend's blanket is going to be significantly smaller than the border on this blanket. So my plan is for that blanket is to do 5 ridges. Well, it won't be significantly smaller than this, but there's way less of like this sashing. There is a little bit of sashing, but not a lot. I'm thinking 5 stitches, 5 ridges for the sashing in the border, and I think that I can probably do the 5 ridges for the one side of the border at the movies tomorrow. So that is my plan. Oh, I could do 2 sides, theoretically. I mean, I won't, but I could. I have 2 sides that I could get set up for like, I can do one side tomorrow at the movies, and then next time we go to the movies, I'm already able to pick up another side. Exciting. All right, friends, so you might see some photos after this. Well, there's definitely footage after this. So I hope that you are holding up and doing okay, and I will see you in a week. Bye, friends.